What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. Before we do that, please leave a like. It would put a smile on my face, and I would appreciate you so much. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So we're gonna start off. I'm gonna make this video as quick as possible. We're gonna quickly run through things. We're gonna first pull up BTC USD. We're going to change this to a line chart. We're going to come over here. We're going to put up QQQ. We're going to make that just like that. I already do have my lines all drawn. All right, so I want to point this out. All right, right here. QQQ went on a 20% rip. Bitcoin went on a 40% rip. All right, right here. QQQ went on a 10% rip. What did Bitcoin do? It went on another 40% rip. What did QQQ do right here? All right, it went on a freaking almost 7% rip. What did Bitcoin do right here? Bitcoin fell almost 10%. Why is this taking place? I don't know. All right, I have absolutely no idea, but I will tell you right now, Bitcoin has been, my only indicator to really predict, or my early warning sign, I'll say, to future QQQ price action. Typically, when Bitcoin, when you see thing falling off a cliff, Nasdaq is likely not too far behind. All right, let's just point out. Come on, please, just let me point things out, please. Pretty please. All right, let's go to the start of the bear market. All right, notice how Bitcoin started plummeting over here. All right, and then you chopped it up, and then you started your bear market. There you go. All right, there's your early warning sign. Typically, they move together. That is what I'm getting at. Okay, you got this consolidation over here, consolidation over here. Boom, big leg down. I think this was like a 40% leg. Yeah, right there. There's a massive leg down. But that's what I'm getting at, guys. It's just not moving together right now, and that's not what you want to see. Why isn't Bitcoin participating at all in this? All right, I'm going to tell you why I think it's probably not participating at all in this. All right, it doesn't have the derivatives market tied to it. That's it. All right, I've been talking about this whole reverse gamma squeeze, and then dealers have to freaking hedge for calls that also would be a gamma squeeze. So you have like both going on, and it's just self-fulfilling prophecy for upside. Or you get dealers get their way, and they really just trade calls and puts flat. But guess what? There were a lot of freaking puts, and if they are going to drop this thing, then yeah, this is what dealers were gonna do. This was the max pain move that we were talking about all the way back over here. This was it. You came to the August high. I told you guys I didn't think they would stop you right at the August high. I think they would probably bring you slightly above it. If I was the dealer, I was saying if I was the dealer, I would bring you to the August high, bring you slightly above it, stop out all the people over here. All right, get a lot of people frustrated, getting stopped there, and then I would trap you with that, or I would halt you right before the August high, and that is where I would come down, because this is just that objective short we've been talking about for a while. All right, so we're here. All right, we are here, and I just want to remind you guys, it is an obvious short setup, but not to everyone. All right, I'm going to tell you right now that it's not a fact, but it is extremely likely that that is the case. All right, let's just come over here. Fear and greed index, guys. This thing was at 69 right before Powell started talking. All right, or those three dudes started talking. All right, it was at 69. Now it's at 66. But either way, it's in greed territory. Now, what is this? All right, we're actually going to look at this. And actually, before we look at what's going on recently, I'm going to show you guys, just to put the whole dumb money chart into perspective for you guys. Right here, dumb money started selling aggressively on the 6th, and they stopped selling on the aggressively on, what is this, the 15th. All right, so let's just look at what the heck went down the 6th. I already know what it is. All right, it was here to here. All right, well, that was the 13th, but you got over to the 15th. All right, but yeah, dumb money was aggressively selling here, like all of their positions. Okay, you see how it went from all the way up here to all the way down here, and then you got smart money going all the way from down here all the way up there in the same amount of time, guys. So they completely loaded up. Smart money completely loaded up as we were sitting down here, guys. This is actually a really valuable tool. All right, I don't use it enough, but this is definitely something to keep your mind just in check. All right, because down here, when if I saw this, I didn't see this back down here, right? I was just using my brain and just literally connecting the dots. Like, hey guys, everyone thinks you're about to fall off a cliff. All right, you had VIX's RSI over here at 70, literally right up here. Every other time, except when you're in crash mode. All right, this is exactly where it tops. So, yeah, I mean, everyone is screaming, run for your lives, banking crisis, everything's going to collapse, take your money out of the freaking, all those banks, all right? the regional banks. But yeah, no, that was actually where the Fed started pumping liquidity into the market. And then we got that, which I'm just going to ask, hey guys, if you do know where I can find a, liquidity indicator up here, or just like a ticker for Fed liquidity or any liquidity, all right, please let me know in the comments. I would appreciate it so much. So yeah. All right. Where'd my thing go? There we go. All right. But now that we went over that, because, you know, dumb money literally pretty much completely offloaded down there. You had a few of them not doing that. That was me. It was probably some of you guys as well. All right. Hopefully. But then you got over here, you got them fully loading up. Well, guess what's going on right now? All right. You got from this date right here. So that was the 3rd. No, that was the 4th, I guess we could say. Up until now, dumb money has been buying. All right. So what took place on the 4th? All right. What took place over here on the 4th? Oh, or the 5th. All right. I'm guessing it was the 5th because it's dumb money, you know, and that was the first day you had this big green candle right here. All right. But yeah, they started buying from here all the way up to here, and they've just continuously loaded more. You see a problem with this? You see what I'm getting at? All right. Doesn't mean they can't get all the way up here, and we could keep this thing going, and maybe QQ gets up here to 348.50. But yeah, all right. This is clearly showing you, like, this is really what you need to be looking at. And, you know, you can look at all the other factors that I'm going to show you in this video, but yo, this is literally showing you that dumb money is loading and smart money is offloading. So smart money started loading right here. That is when they aggressively started loading. So from the 1st to the 5th, all right, or the 1st to the 4th, that was, all right. You come over here to QQQ, all right. What happened on the 1st? All right, the 1st was right here. All right, so they were loading up until they were loading in the red. All right, guys, they were loading on these red days for this move right here, as dumb money sold these days and then started loading up all over here. All right, and you know, dumb money doesn't ever win, unless the COVID 2020 thing happens again, and like, you know, hedge funds and smart money are just going to stay short, and then like retail wins. All right. But I'm going to tell you right now, I mean, yeah, you don't have a fundamental case to be up here. All right. I know Kevin did make a video about this yesterday. I'm just going to say right now, how do you make a video trying to convince people to switch from bear to bull, or to reevaluate their bear thesis, when you're up here at a high and you have this going on? All right, Kevin, I'm sure you got analysts looking at things that I'm looking at. All right, maybe they're just not telling you about these things, but hey, all right, you are going to lead a lot of people to the slaughterhouse if you're telling them that this is a bullish market up here. Okay, I know they're not going to be connecting the dots like you are and saying like, oh yeah, you got higher highs, higher lows. All right, look at the weekly chart, look at the freaking Fibonacci, 50% Fibonacci retracement. No, they're going to hear you say bullish and they're going to pile in. That is what this chart is actually showing us that they're doing. So, you know, Kevin's channel is actually a really good representation of at least how I look at it. Dumb money. All right. It's almost a 2 million sub channel. All right. I'm guessing. Listen, Kevin makes his videos as easy as possible to understand. All right. Which is like part of the reason I can't stand watching most of them. Just because. And guys, by the way, I will make it as easy as possible for you guys to understand here. I will be working on that. Just letting you know. All right. So if you do not understand what we're going over here, all right, I will work on that. All right. But there also will be the free course. So there will be that. So you will automatically be able to know exactly what we are going over here. And I'll just tell you right now, your boy is not smooth with sticking to a script that he made. All right. Your boy always wants to go off topic. And that happens on every single one of the. No, we've recorded one course video where it was one take. One. All right. Out of too many. All right. Too many. I told you guys the other day, like the freaking intro video or setting up your chart video took like, it was like over 10 tries. It was like, what? Yeah. Oh, it was so frustrating, dude. It was so frustrating. All right. Gap fill video. That was the only one we got through on the first try. All right. Gaps and gap fills. All right. There's that. But yeah, I'm excited for that. That will be out. I'm not going to say soon. All right. But we'll say over the next 2 weeks, that will likely be out. All right. But you know what? Give me some buffer, 2 to 3 weeks. All right. I don't know. I told you guys about it like a week or two ago. So give me some time to make the best product I can. All right. Yeah, I don't want to get off topic. That's exactly what I was saying. I don't want to get off topic. All right. Let's go over. So went over that. All right. Went over dumb money. Went over Bitcoin. Fear and greed index. Crossed out that. All right. QQQ. All right, QQQ daily RSI, guys. It's up here at 70. Well, it was at 72.93 yesterday. Now it's down at 71. It's starting to hinge down. When you got this reading up here, all right, this was literally your top. And you did consolidate up here before like really selling off. And it wasn't like a really big sell off here. Like everyone, like guys, this, I'm just going to let you guys know, all right? This doesn't have to be a major rug pull. It does not, all right? It very well, it likely is with the action that you just saw. Why would they, let's just think logically, why would they do this move? They do this move to wipe out puts, all right? There's no other reason to do this move in this market environment. There's just not. Also, you now have a crap ton of calls that you just also had to pay out. Now, yeah, if you're the dealer, right, you're like 100%, guys. I'm definitely getting the wording wrong here, but net neutral, all right? Dealers have to go net neutral at all times. All right, that is just that's why they hedge. That is literally it. They have to remain neutral, and when they have risks pop up, they have to hedge. All right, and when you know the risk leaves the building, they get to de-hedge, and there you go. So they get to play both sides there. But yeah, the only reason that this move takes place is to wipe out puts before, you know, a move down. That is literally the only reason a move like this would take place. You see this, all right? Everyone was perma bear down here. All right, you had this mega rip up. You just kept squeezing shorts. That's exactly what we're getting right here. But this, again, this is the one time Bitcoin isn't participating, which is really freaking odd. All right, but yeah, you get your RSI all the way up here, and I still don't think this bearish divergence is going to be burned. All right, you have one going from 73.76 over here to 72.93, and that is why I said I don't care how I sound. I don't care if I come out looking like a clown. I don't care. I'm someone who goes off of conditions. I told you back down here that if I saw the RSI get close to there, right, if I started seeing it tick up over 70, I was going to start ringing my bell no matter what. All right, and because I don't think it's going to be burned, guys. We haven't had a bearish divergence like this, or in anything. We haven't had a bearish divergence form the whole bear market on QQ or SPY, except for the exact top. We haven't had, which you can see it right here, all right? We haven't had one form the whole time, so I don't think it's going to be burned. That is why I was ringing my bell. Maybe I did sound like a lunatic, and maybe I still sound like a lunatic. I don't care. I say...
That was easy.
Yeah, okay? That was easy. All right, moving on. More QQ RSI. Apple, Microsoft, and Google. Let's just look at these, okay? So not only do you have QQ at its August high, you do have Apple at its August high, you have Microsoft at its August high, and you have Google now also at its August high with a sick, nasty reversal candlestick. You do have a topping tail in the works. I do believe that is a shooting star candlestick. Or does a shooting star need to have a gap in between them? Not sure. I am not sure. I know an inverted hammer is a bullish candlestick formation, though. So, or at least it's bullish more than it's bearish. Pretty sure. But yeah. All right. Shooting star. Regardless, you have a topping tail forming directly at the August high over here on Goog. All right. And over here, your boy was saying, hey, you didn't have any resistance still up here. So you're probably just going to keep going. All right. And that's what I was saying. Like, hey. All right, I was giving my warnings of this move. I was this whole time. All right, that's what I'm saying. Now that we're here, people are still saying it's an obvious short. Guys, come on, guys, come on. You were saying it's an obvious short to me down here. Now we're up here. All right, you were saying it's an obvious short to me over here. Then you got traded flat for like literally a whole month. All right, let's look at this. Your boy didn't get short. All right, your boy. All right, literally made it very clear that, hey, guys, swinging in this environment is not going to be for your boy. I'm just going to stick with the intraday trades. That's what I've been doing for the past few weeks, and it's been, you know, really good up until like two days ago when I started entering. It was Wednesday, yeah, 2 days ago. Started entering freaking my swing positions, and yeah, I'm just sitting in red. It's not good on your psyche, guys. It's not at all good on your psyche. It's just putting you in, like, I'm not going to say I'm sitting here stressed, but I am going to say right now, I saw a few setups pop up that I 100% didn't take. You know why I didn't take them and just pull my trigger without hesitation? You know why? They were to the long side. You know why? Because of this, all right? Because of this. Now, there are also short-term short trades that I could have taken, and one of those actually also would have been profitable over here as well. Those, I think I saw that one on SPY. But that's what I'm getting at. I just haven't taken intraday trades the past 2 days. I had Apple. I did take 170 Apple calls, 172.5 Apple calls on Wednesday, but I sold them on Wednesday, probably because, you know, I was in a freaking short position. I did clear as day. I know that video, right? I was saying, no, I was looking for Apple to either come up here. That's also what I put in my update my Webull update too. I was looking for Apple to come up here. I was looking for Apple to come up here at 180 and then reject. Regardless, I was looking for that bounce off this 4-hour RSI, and we had just started to get it, and then I took my profits. You know why I took the profit so early? Because you were uncomfortable with the position, because you're holding the loss on the swing position. There you go. All right. So, like, I'm just saying, guys, all right, but do what you got to do. All right. Your boy has been doing what he had to do. And then, you know, the past few days, started low in his swing position, and now he's not. It's whatever. All right. Your boy is still doing what he's doing. And I'm still going to reiterate my warning yesterday. All right, guys. I understand. I probably do sound very convincing that we're at a top. Do not let me just convince you that there's no risk that we're going up, because I'm actually telling you there is risk that we're going up. All right. SPY is over 418.31. That is something I want to bring to your attention. It's over it. This is where I've been saying, like, hey, you bust through this blue box, you get your 15-minute close over the blue box. That's when you got your squeeze territory on. All right. You get your move over the 418.31. That is when your squeeze is also on. That is likely where stops are being laid. Now, I know we didn't see any crazy short squeeze from here to here, which means, like, maybe we have stops at this 421.22 gap right above there. I'm not sure. All right. But that's what I'm saying. The risk is there. All right. I'm not saying the risk is there. And I'm also going to tell you right now, you're bouncing off that. But let's go over what I got to go over here first. I don't want to turn this into a 30-minute video again. All right. Let's do this thing. All right. All right. So VIX did also come down and fill its gap. So this is another factor that I have been waiting on, and this is something that your boy, you know, didn't exercise the most patience on. Now, I did take the biggest position, you know, in this. No, I don't think it was actually filled when I took this. No, I did. Okay, never mind. Because yeah. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, no, it wasn't. All right. Again, no, your boy did not practice. He did not execute the most amount of patience that he could here. Right, and that is something that I'm just going to tell you. Yes, time and time again, the market will just continuously prove to us that patience is what gets rewarded, all right? It's what I just showed you on the dumb money, smart money chart. Patience gets rewarded, all right? Smart money loaded up at the bottom as everyone was panic selling. As dumb money was panic selling. That's what's going on right now, all right? Except the opposite. It's not as extreme as what we saw over here. This is pretty extreme, where smart money goes from here to here and dumb money goes from here to here. Like, that's extreme. All right. Regardless, it is the same thing going on. And this is another, this was actually the final box. Other than that Apple, canary in the coal mine over there, right? Other than that 4-hour RSI, this was the box that I was telling you guys all, like, the past 2 weeks, I think it's been. When was this? When did we open this? Monday the 1st. So yeah, the past 2 weeks, I've been telling you guys, I am skeptical of downside on the indices until this gap gets filled. And it was quite frustrating because, you know, you want to load short position, but the gap was not getting filled. That's a condition you need to check off the list. Now, like, in your head, maybe you're going to convince yourself, like I did, hey, maybe it's not going to freaking do it. All right. But guess what? Again, patience gets proven to be rewarded. So, you guys, keep this in mind. Write it down. I've been using Notion.com for my journaling, and I'm just going to tell you right now, it's been beautiful. And I have definitely, over the past week or so, or did I start 2 weeks? Yeah, I started 2 weeks ago, I think. I have just, like, guys, you just forget about things, and then boom, you don't forget about things. That's all. Yeah. All right. So keep in mind, if you're in pain right now, all right, take note of this. You have to, or you are going to forget about it. And the next time, your mind isn't going to remind you of the pain. Your mind's going to probably remind you of the FOMO if that's what you're feeling here. All right. So just, you know, do what you got to do and help yourself out. All right. There you go. All right. Blow off top. All right, guys. Apple. I was warning over here that we didn't have signs that we had this blow off top yet. You're consolidating. You don't want to see that. You want to see something like this. You want to see, and what is a blow off top? I'll revisit that definition right there. Here's your Henry definition. You have so many buyers, the prices go straight up, and eventually price gets to a level where it's not appealing. And then you have a lack of buyers. You have a complete evaporation of buyers. And that's when you only have people taking profits. That's what causes a move like that. That's what causes a move like that. You started to sell off. Probably, you know, they got the chance to get out there, or dumb money was buying or whatever. Then boom, they got rug pulled on again. All right, but it's the same thing. You're gonna be witnessing an aggressive sell-off instead of just consolidating up here. All right, and on top of that, you are consolidating on top of your trend line, and you had this going on over here on the 4-hour side. We had something suggesting this was going to be the case. But now Apple is definitely where, like, you know, at the minimum requirement that I was looking for. I was looking for it to, you know, pop its head back up here. You actually do now have a daily bearish divergence going on. You have a big one. All right. But you also have this 4-hour small divergence going on right there as well from here to this candle right there. So that is something to point out. And then I'm going to come over to NVIDIA. All right. NVIDIA is something I also pointed out. Literally down here as we were consolidating at the... literally consolidating at the high over here, and this was also your August high, I believe. No, that was the March high. Yeah, you were consolidating there, and I was saying, like, hey guys, this doesn't look like a blow off top to me yet. You're consolidating here. You do not want to see that. If you're consolidating at a higher low, what tells you it's going to be any different than any of these other occurrences where you consolidated at your higher low? All right, all of these you consolidated at a higher low, and it led to higher prices. All right, now you're consolidating right at the high. No, I was looking for the blow off top. We're clear as day seeing a squeeze here. All right, so we're still looking for that blow off top. And we actually did have the increase of buy volume yesterday. But, you know, I'm sure like a lot of this is just driven by call buying. All right, a lot of this is call buying, and they're squeezing the crap out of all the people trying to buy the puts. It's again what I talked about with the dealers. All right, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy for upside across the market just because they have to hedge for calls, and then they also are de-hedging for puts as they run out the money. So, like, yeah, this action is pretty violent. All right, and that's why it's violent. It's the only reason it's violent is because this month, at least how I'm looking at it, it's monthly OPEX, guys. All right, we were talking about this 2 weeks ago. All right, like this is what we were looking for. All right, either up move or you're trading sideways. It's going to be one or the other over here on SPY QQQ. Holy sweet baby Jesus. There you go. All right, let's move on. All right, I just want to show, actually, no, come back over in the video. All right, blow off top. All right, guys, you want to see something like this. You want to see a day where you literally finally see proof that you have a blow off top. You have to see proof that you sold. All right, you got bought up and eventually you ran out of buyers and you sold aggressively. All right, that is your sign. That's what I was talking about over here on Apple. It's not going to be something that takes a long time. You're not going to dilly-daddle up there. You're gonna freaking, do something like this. You're gonna you gapped up here. They sold you all day. That was your sign. All right. And then this right here, that was definitely your sign. All right. This is exactly what I would be looking at. Look, you gapped up here. Price buyers bought you up here. Boom. Bearish engulfing candlestick. All right. That looks like a clear as day topping tail, just like we got going on over here on Goog. All right. That is pretty much what that looks like. All right. So you're going to want to see that. And then if you really want to get the mega short, guys, all right, because let's be real, all right, NVIDIA, we are in an AI hype trend, which I'm just going to say, your boy called out this AI hype trend. He just did not use the right tickers. All right. Back over here, I was calling out BBAI to try and ride this. I thought it was going to be a bigger gainer than these other ones. Nope. You come over here in NVIDIA, AMD. All right. Which I actually read something that went over that Amazon is actually like, guys, Amazon's been using AI for years, and these guys are the ones lacking. And everyone else is skyrocketing off this AI news. These are literally the guys who've been applying it for, years and years now, and they're not getting all the credit for it. So, they have gone on a tear here, but not like over here with NVIDIA. But yeah, you're going to want to see what I just pointed out over there. You're going to want to see the sign of the blow off top, and then you're also going to want to see a lower low. You haven't seen it the whole entire time. You have not seen you take out a previous lower low. Like over here, I understand you went from there to there. All right. From here, what I would have told you to been looking at was over here. All right. Like straight up. Like with what's going on right now, you want to see structural damage to this chart. And until that happens, I don't think it's safe to be playing it. I really don't. All right. And structural damage is going to come if you could break under here. All right. But I guess we call it, but it really is going to be over here. But I guess we call it 280. Let's just look at the downside, all right? And I'm not saying this is going to be a very quick sell-off, all right? It probably have people shorting it, but look at what I'm getting at here, all right? If you want to short it, I would wait, and then I would be, playing that move right there. Moving on, DXY breakout, and we are going to conclude up the video pretty soon here, all right? And it did turn into almost 30-minute video, but you know what? It's okay. All right. It's a good video. I've recorded it twice now. Now I see like, hey, I can't really go through this stuff much quicker without, just sounding like a freaking chipmunk trying to talk really fast here. And yeah, like we're going over a lot of content here, right? That's what we got to do. All right. DXY, guys, you have this breakout. And this is something that I was also saying, just like over here with QQ's RSI. This is something that when I told you guys, when I see this thing happen, All right. That is when I'm going to be saying like, hey, all right, you're very close to the top. I don't care what the market is looking like. This is literally what had you this is what set the stage for all of 2022, the 2022 bear market. Yes, it did start in 2021, but this is literally what set the stage for this massive dollar rip. Was the last one of these wedges. And now we are in this environment, not in a 2021 like, hey, QE to the moon environment. And yeah, all right, I think we're probably going to see DXY put downward pressure on stocks. Because over here, you had the money printer going, which isn't actually a money printer. We are in a Keynesian system. It's debt-based. It's not a money printer. Regardless, right, that was counteracting what the dollar could have been making things more expensive. Well, guess what, right? They were also, actually, that brings, someone said something about devaluing the dollar. And my response was like, oh, they're devaluing the dollar somehow as it keeps going up. But then again, they were printing money all of 2021 here, all right, and dollar skyrocketed. I don't know, guys. Your boy really is going to have to educate himself on the dollar, all right? I do know the correlation is, hey, DXY go up, it makes everything more expensive. That is just 100%. That's just how it works, all right? It makes equities more expensive. That is one thing I know for a fact, all right? But I will say, this whole concept here of this thing going up and somehow we're devaluing the dollar, I got to look into this, okay? I got to. All right, it is a thing. But yeah, all right, let's go over the charts real quick. Let's show you guys what I will be watching for. Let's just X that out right here. And keep in mind, guys, yeah, we are up there in greed territory. And there's that. All right, so if you are a bull, all right, you are looking good right now. You are holding the line right where you need to hold the line at 418.31. That was the February high all the way back here. And that is exactly what you want to see. All right, over here on the hourly time frame, you do have your stochastic all the way down here. Got pretty low, pretty quick there. You could be seeing this bounce, guys, but I'm gonna stick what I've been saying. All right, guys, you got QQ's RSI up here. Right, I don't think this thing got a lot of juice left in it. I really do not. Don't let me convince you that this is, like this has no upside, because I'm literally telling you the opposite. All right, I'm telling you what you're gonna look for to see continued upside, and this is it right here. All right. You're going to want to see a break over this high, all right? And you're going to want to see a break over 421.22, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, the 80% gap fill reversal rule is going to apply there, all right? So we could see that temporary reversal. But yeah, regardless, this is your higher high, or not higher high, this is your higher low, all right? If you move above this high right here, which is 420.87, if you move above that high, that validates this low as a higher low, and then boom, your trend, your uptrend is continuing. Guess what? All right, if you break down from under here, you're gonna want to watch this right here. All right, you're gonna watch. Let's see. All right, the low is 414.31. I understand it's a ways away. I get it. Okay, but like, it's the same thing. I was freaking swallowed that bug, man. There's a freaking Jesus. I didn't swallow it. Freaking flew into my mouth. It's disgusting. So disgusting. Holy Jesus. It's ew. But yeah, all right. Sorry, I got distracted there. The freaking menace. The freaking menace guys, all right? But, spat that guy out. Screw that guy. All right. But yeah, I get it. It's far down there, but in reality, it's the same case as over here with NVIDIA. All right, you're going to want to see this validation until you see it. All right, like there's that. And guess what? If you do get down there, yeah, you're probably going to get some bounces along the way, but you're not going to have the derivatives market literally like, hey, showing us clear as day, hey, dealers are not winning like they want to all the time if you go down there. And now that's just not going to be the case. Also, I'm going to point out what I pointed out earlier in the video, guys. Anyone who's shorting over here saying this was an obvious short setup, you got this head and shoulders formation here, which your boy called that out, right? But like, again, I wasn't going perma bear mode. There's no reason to go perma bear mode, guys. Setups are going to continuously be here, and we're going to continuously be here to play them. And that is that. But if you're sitting here freaking thinking you know what comes next, maybe you got ballsy and went all in as you're in this range here, and now you're just screwed, all right? Anyone who's saying it's an obvious short down here has been, if they were in puts because they thought it was the obvious short, your puts have been demolished. All right. There's that. And I'm sure a lot of people did end up, panic selling out of those. But May 19 OPEX, I'm actually going to show you guys right now. They did not panic sell out of these. All right. These just kind of died off. And that sucks for These people, I think I actually showed this earlier in the video, right? But like 415s, guys, the 415 put was like $460. All right. $460, and now it is at 6 cents. All right. That is so bad. All right. That sucks. All right. But that's what I'm saying. Right. You see the 410 strike has 92,000 options. Right. Guess what? Who the heck is going to be buying zero DTs, 22,000 zero DTs, $8 out the money, $9 out the money? No one. All right. No one. But guess what? Guess what? They are. Well, they're not doing it. There's volume on it, which is telling us they're selling. All right. They are taking the loss for 1 cent. All right. 1 freaking cent. Last 1 cent. All right. You see over here on 400. You see how there's only 715 orders here? You know why that is, guys? Because in the world of options, when there's no buyer, you can't sell your option. This is why I trade SPY and QQQ, because it is liquid. That is why I specifically choose liquid options, because if you don't have the liquid options, there you go. Your movement isn't going to, every tick you see on the chart isn't going to move your option. All right. And I actually noticed that the other day with Apple. Apple's options move differently. And like, they don't just move by dollar once they get past a certain dollar amount. They move by like $5 or $10. But yeah, regardless, guys, all of these are worthless. All right. So anyone who is saying it's a really obvious short setup, you know, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, it is to me. It definitely is to you. But guess what? All right. Anybody who wasn't disciplined here and just didn't wait for this massive move up, you got demolished. All right. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. And you honestly could be getting increasing sell volume on the day with how this is shaping up. I don't know how you're going to get, you know, your volume over here, but we're going to see. We are going to have to see. Here on SPY, it's a little lower. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be watching for, guys. All right. If you end up coming back, a really easy way to look at this, what I've been using is ES. All right. ES was in a clearly defined range over here. See on the 4-hour time frame, this is something I called out. All right. It was flipping the top of its range. I called this on one of my Webull updates, I believe. Oh, what's up, the bib? The bib, my man Dave. But yeah, like this is this was literally just like, hey, you saw a buyer stepping in at the top of the range. It's not what you wanted to see if you were attempting to go short here. All right, there was that, and now you're up here. So if you come back to into the range, I'm going to tell you this right now. All right, this is what I'm specifically going to be watching for. Right here. You start bouncing. If you start break it down, head and shoulders formation. I know that's sloppy there, but let's make that a little clearer for you guys. There you go. All right. Head and shoulders formation right there. That is what I'm going to be specifically watching for. As of right now, like, yeah, you bulls, guys, you're looking solid over here. All right. You are flipping this. And I mean, listen, dude. All right. You did come down here and you didn't form a bullish divergence or anything going on, but you do have your 15-minute oscillators on QQ and SPY at extremes. Do you have one over here with, I mean, technically, you do have this, yeah, actually didn't. Never mind. You didn't take out that low over here. It looks like with that. Actually, what is the low? All right, low is 335.60. Low over here is 335.59. Yeah, you double bottomed. All right, and a break over this high right here, which is 337.16. A break over that would confirm that double bottom, and then you would, you know, probably go off the races from there. But yeah, 337.16. You break over there, that confirms that you're probably actually going to be moving up here back to the high. I don't know. We're going to have to see how this thing plays out, but actually something I'm going to bring up right now. Keep in mind, guys, we will have the weekly update out this weekend. You know, probably going to, you know, talk about similar stuff in that weekly update, but I am going to talk about things in more detail, which that could turn into a longer video. I'm just saying. All right, I've tried moving. I even have an outline for myself here. I've tried moving this video pretty quick, and yeah, it still turned into that 30-minute video. It's a 34-minute video now. So there is that, guys. What I'm clear as day going to be watching here on ES is literally just, we're going to see what reaction you get here at the range. If you get back into the range, regardless, I don't care if you start consolidating here and then break down, regardless, you get back into the range, all right, and that's going to be bearish, all right. And why is that going to be bearish, guys? You had a move, all right. If the price comes back to the point of origin, that is not a strong move. That is literally a sign of weakness. That is never a sign of strength. All right. So if you do get the move back into the range, all right, it validates this as your false breakout. And that was the fake move. You know, you likely are going there, or you're about to chop it up some more in this range. Maybe they do another one. I don't know. All right. But this is what I'm going to be watching. ES really is going to make things pretty simple here. Just, you know, this is what I'm watching here. All right. But SPY, yeah, you got to see 418.31 loss. You got to see this blue box lost, right? But that's what I was just saying on ES. All right. Maybe this chart here on SPY looks pretty cluttered to you. Guess what? You made it easy on yourself to just, you know, put these lines in your chart and watch ES. But yeah, this blue box, get under here. That's the range over here on ES. That's literally the top of your range. That was it. So, with that being said, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Everybody have a lovely start to your weekend, and I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.